Nick Hilkins just come back from the London Stadium virtually. It was West Ham 1, Brighton, no, West Ham 2, Brighton 2. Should have been probably West Ham 1, Brighton 2, if I'm honest, mate. We was very poor today, and we was lucky to get away with a point.
Yeah. Obviously, when the tuners came out, it was a bit. Well, it wasn't a bit. It was very negative. There's no creativity in midfield. I don't know why Noble was in the starting lineup because we saw how it was against Chelsea. And obviously, Brian were there for the taking. First half, mate, we were nowhere to be seen. Full credit will always go to Brighton because despite how badly they've been performing and they've been getting some results, mate, they pushed us. They really did push us. And they fully deserved their goal just before half time.
No, absolutely, mate. I think they did. It was a bit of a lucky goal, but to be fair, we'd given them so many opportunities. Any other better team would have took 2 or 3 of them already.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know how long Brighton have been in the Premier League for, but I know this is our 7th meeting against them since being in the Premier League, and we've yet to win against them. This is now I think our 4th draw that we've had against them and 3 defeats. Goals for and against, this is shocking. But Brighton have always been a bogey team. I'm not too sure if Dunk's goal should have stood. I know when you're up in the year, you can't do much when your arms are by your waist. But there's been other angles of people saying it should have been a handball. But look, it's two punches from 2 teams now, Chelsea and Brighton. I just think it was too negative. So obviously when the half time came, I was just saying, bring on Lanzini, bring on Ben Rama, bring on anyone to give us that creativity in midfield. I just don't know what Moyes is playing at, to be fair. Everyone said it, even the people from Sky Sports said it. How West Ham is set up for the game today, it's too negative. And obviously, we know Brighton can be a hard team to beat. We know that. I know they're having a poor season, but they just seem to be our bogey team. And that's just it's what? I think 1 win in how many games? I think 6 games now, isn't it?
5, 1 win in 5 we got.
See, I know teams have a blip during the Christmas period. I know that, but I mean, Brighton relegation battle. We should be winning against these sort of teams, But
well, the thing is, especially when you've got the I mean, second half we was a lot better. We wasn't fantastic, we wasn't perfect, but we was a lot better second half, and that come from the introduction of Lanzini for Noble. Noble, I hate the fact that Noble's getting on a little bit. I hate the fact that he's becoming a little bit of a scapegoat, but he's got nothing left in the tank. He's getting bypassed out there, and Lanzini can make a difference. How Lanzini has bypassed, how Noble has bypassed Lanzini in line for a starting place, I will never know.
Well, that's the thing. Obviously, we saw it when we played Chelsea. I know Noble. I don't know if I can't remember if he even played the full 90 minutes. But when Lanzini came on in both, obviously against Chelsea and against Brighton, the game changed. It fully did change, and it's like what you said. We don't know how Noble's bypassing him. Now, I'm not going to blame Noble for our defeat against Chelsea and our draw against Brighton, but we just have nothing there in midfield, and you can see how the game changed when Noble came off in the second half. It changed completely. I was a bit shocked that Ben Rama didn't start. I mean, he's very creative, and we do need a attacking flair in the team. But I think Moyes is just doing his own little weird tactics. I don't know what he's doing, but mate, it's just today it just wasn't great. It wasn't good enough. But this is what happens when you're playing so many games over Christmas, I think.
Can we get any points out in the next 2 games? Do you think Everton and Southampton will be sort of feeling this Christmas period as well?
Everton, we don't do too well against them. I mean, they have got some fantastic players. I'll be happy to get a point against Everton. I know Southampton are on a good run of form, but they have proven some weaknesses in the defence, which I've seen on some occasions. But if we can get 4 points for the end of the year, I'll be happy. But it's gonna be proven difficult, I think. But if we can grind it out, because just before we finish, obviously of today's game, it was almost like against playing Aston Villa.
Mm-hmm.
We literally didn't deserve nothing from the game. It didn't deserve anything, but we somehow grinded out the results. So it goes to show that football is a funny old game, mate.
No, absolutely. I agree with you, mate. We've got to start getting these lineups better. I think we've got the players there to balance it out. We showed against Leeds, but if he keeps on picking teams like this, I don't think we've got much chance. But anyway, Adam, thank you very much, mate. I really, really appreciate it.
All right, mate. Take it easy.